Hi, I'm Swetha from Department of Commerce. I'm talk about characteristics of a bank, commercial banks. The Banking Regulation Act 1949 defines a banking as accepting for the purpose of lending or investment, deposit of money from the public, repayable on demand or otherwise and withdrawable the check, draft or otherwise. Commercial banks are like other financial institutions. Examples money lender, indigenous bankers, cooperative societies, agricultural industrial credit institution. The operation of all these banks are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India, which is the central bank and supreme financial authority in India. The main sources of income of a commercial bank is difference between these two rates of which they charge to borrowers and payer depositors. Characteristics. Commercial banks are the primary vehicle through which credit and monetary policies are transmitted to the economy. Credit and monetary policies are implemented through the actions on bank reserves, margin requirements and the rate at which scheduled banks can be borrowed from the RBI. This affected the supply, availability and cost of credit of a bank. The nature of lending and investing by commercial bank is multifunctional. They that deals in wide variety of assets and accommodate different types of borrowers. They facilitate the spread of the impact monetary policy to non-bank lenders and to other sections of the economy. The operations of commercial banks are highly flexible since they provide the facilities for financing different types of borrowers which enable them to channel funds according to specify the priority and purpose. Classification. There are four types: scheduled banks, public sector bank, private sector bank, foreign bank. Scheduled bank is which have been included in the second schedule of RBI Act 1934. Public sector bank are the bank in which majority to stake of held by the government. Examples of SBI, BNB, Syndicate Bank, Union Bank of Indian Seed, etc. Private sector bank are those bank majority stake held by private individual. Example ICICI Bank, IDBI Bank. Foreign banks are the with head office outside the country in which they are located. Example Citibank, Standard Characters of Bank. Scheduled bank is the Indian constituted those bank which have been included in the second schedule Reserve Bank of in India Act 1934. RBI turn included only those bank is this schedule which satisfy the lend down white sections 42. The bank included in schedule list should fulfill two conditions. The paid capital and collected funds thereof banks should not be less than 5 lakhs. Any activity of the bank will not adversely affect the interest of depositors. Cooperative banks. There are two types: rural cooperatives, urban cooperatives banks. Rural cooperative two types: short-term rural cooperative, long-term rural cooperatives. Short-term rural cooperatives three types splitted: state cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, primary agricultural credit sections. Long-term rural cooperative banks, state cooperative agricultural and rural development banks, primary cooperative agricultural and rural development banks. Foreign banks in India always brought on explanation about the services to customers. After the setup foreign banks in India, the banking sector in India also became a competitive and accurate. New rule announced by the Reserve Bank of India for the foreign banks in India budget has a great hopes among the foreign banks which allows them growth and unfettered. The policy conveys the foreign banks in India may not acquire in ones except for weak banks and identified by the RBI on its terms. Thank you.